Does waxing sensitive skin make you want to scream? The redness, the bumps, the fear of burns. It's a total nightmare. But what if I told you that most of that pain and irritation has nothing to do with the wax itself? It's all about what you do before you even open the wax pot. I used to get horrible reactions, but after years of trial and error, I've found the secrets to a smooth, pain-free wax every single time, even on my super sensitive skin. Today, I'm sharing everything, so grab a notebook because these tips are game changers. First up, the 24hourrule.com, your skin down a full day before you wax. This is non-negotiable. Don't shower right before your appointment. The heat and steam open your pores and make your skin extra sensitive. Instead, shower the night before. And speaking of heat, avoid hot water, steam rooms, or saunas for at least 24 hours. You also want to skip any workouts that make you sweat a lot. Sweat can irritate your skin, and we want it as calm as possible. Think of it this way: your skin is like a person. A calm, relaxed person handles stress way better than someone who's already agitated. The same goes for your skin. Leading up to your wax, wear loose, breathable clothing like cotton. Tight fabrics can cause friction and irritation. Remember, calm skin reacts less. Next, and this is a big one for anyone with a skincare routine: stop using irritating products at least 3 to 5 days before you wax. That means no retinol, no AHAs or BHAs like glycolic or salicylic acid, and no harsh exfoliating scrubs. These products make your skin thinner and more prone to lifting or burning. Also, put away any scented lotions or perfumes. Fragrance is a major irritant for sensitive skin, and definitely skip the self-tanners or bleaching creams in the area you plan to wax. Your pre-wax skincare should be super simple and gentle. Think basic fragrance-free cleansers and moisturizers. Why? Because already irritated skin is practically begging to be burned. It has no defense left. Now, let's talk hair length. This is so important, and it's where a lot of people go wrong. The perfect hair length for waxing is about the size of a grain of rice. If your hair is too short, the wax can't grip it properly. This means you'll have to go over the same spot multiple times, which is a recipe for irritation and bruising. If the hair is too long, the pull is way more painful because it tugs on the skin more. So if your hair is long, trim it down, but please don't shave right before. Shaving makes the hair blunt and hard for the wax to grab. Getting the length just right is the key to a clean, single pull, which means way less pain. Okay, it's waxing time. How do you prep the skin right before? The goal is to clean it, not strip it. Some people think you need to scrub your skin raw to get it clean, but that's the worst thing you can do. Overcleaning causes more burns than a little surface dirt ever will. Just use a gentle, fragrance-free cleanser to wash the area and then pat it completely dry with a clean towel. Don't rub, and please avoid those alcohol-based pre-wax sprays. Alcohol is incredibly drying and strips your skin of its natural protective barrier, leaving it vulnerable. A clean, dry, but not stripped canvas is what we're aiming for. Let's move on to the wax itself. Temperature is everything. Most of what people call wax burns aren't actually burns from the wax sticking to the skin. They're heat reactions from the wax being way too hot. Your wax should be warm and spreadable, like thick honey, never hot and runny. Always, and I mean asterisk, test a small patch on the inside of your wrist first. It should feel comfortably warm, not uncomfortably hot. When you apply it, use thin, even layers. Thick, gloopy layers of hot wax trap too much heat against your skin, which is a fast track to redness and burns. Here's a pro tip that completely changed the game for me. Use a protective barrier. Before you apply any wax, put on a very light layer of a pre-wax oil or a specific barrier cream. This creates a thin, protective film on your skin. The wax will still shrink wrap around the hair, but it won't adhere directly to your skin. This simple step makes a massive difference in reducing redness, pain, and the risk of skin lifting. It gives your sensitive skin a shield, so the trauma of the pull is focused on the hair, not your poor epidermis. This is your secret weapon against irritation. Now for the technique. Wax in small, manageable sections. Don't try to be a hero and wax your entire leg in one giant strip. Applying wax to a large area means more pulling, more shock to the skin, and a much higher chance of pain and inconsistent results. Work in small patches, about 2 inches wide. Apply the wax, place your strip, and pull. This gives you more control and is far less traumatic for your skin. And here's a critical rule: avoid going over the same area more than once. If you missed a few hairs, leave them. You can tweeze them later. Repeatedly waxing the same spot is the #1 cause of skin lifting, bruising, and burns. One clean pull is the goal. This might sound a little silly, but your mental state matters. You need to stay relaxed while waxing. When you anticipate the pain, your body tenses up, which actually makes the sensation worse. It's like when you're about to get a shot. If you clench your muscle, it hurts more. So take a deep breath in as the strip is being applied, and then do a big, forceful exhale as it's pulled off. This simple breathing trick helps release tension and distracts your brain for that split second. Don't rush the process. If you're calm, your body will be less sensitive to the pain. Stress really does increase pain sensitivity. Preparation doesn't end when the last strip is pulled. You need to have your aftercare ready to go immediately. The moment you're done, apply a cooling, soothing product. Look for ingredients like aloe vera, chamomile, or calendula. Avoid anything with alcohol or fragrance. Keep a tube of cooling gel or a gentle post-wax lotion right next to you so you can apply it right away. Also, avoid putting on tight clothing immediately after. Let your skin breathe in loose, soft fabrics. Your aftercare routine starts the second the waxing stops, helping to calm inflammation before it even has a chance to flare up. Finally, and this is the most important tip of all, know when not to wax. You should never ever wax over skin that is sunburned, broken, or actively irritated. If you have a rash, a cut, or any kind of flare-up, just wait. Waxing on compromised skin is asking for serious damage, scarring, and a whole lot of pain. Sensitive skin needs time to recover. Listening to your body is crucial. Forcing it when it's not ready will only set you back and make your skin even more reactive in the future. So, if your skin is telling you not today, please listen. So, let us recap the simple rule to remember for pain-free waxing on sensitiveskin.com. Skin plus correct prep equals a happy waxing experience. It's not about toughing it out, it's about working smarter. By prepping your skin properly, you can finally get that silky smooth finish without all the drama. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these tips helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more skincare advice. Let me know in the comments which tip you're going to try first. See you next time.